Hi, I'm Jade Leanne Taylor and I'm the founder of Enhance. I offer coaching and consultation to business leaders and organisations who want to become the experts by using the video format. Now, what does that mean? Well, in traditional terms, my title would have been known as the producer and the director, whereas, and also the video agent. I like to say coach and consultant because I think in my 7 years of experience in this field, um, I, I'm very aware there's a lot of metal in the industry and there can often be a lot of ego and there's kind of like sometimes a misunderstanding of the power bases of what a director should be or what a producer should be. And having the great fortune to have interviewed Stephen Daldry, David Lynch, and many other top directors in Hollywood, UK, it's really interesting that these directors are really sensitive and gentle and empathetic and very caring. There is no shouting, there isn't really a big power base. It's about giving. So let me just say as well, this is vlog 3 out of a 4-part series. So if you haven't seen vlog 1 and vlog 2, vlog 1 is Feel the Fear and Film It Anyway. Vlog 2 is Intimacy, the Art of Intimacy and Loving the Lens. And this vlog is Selling with Storytelling. And it's part of a series of Conversations in the Dark. What I'm doing as well, because this is a series that is aimed at the individual. So this is about social media, about you doing what I'm doing and start to vlog and get your experience out there. And the first vlog was just the iPhone. The second vlog, we introduced the lavalier mic, the smartlav, to improve the audio. And for this vlog, you'll notice that I've introduced lighting. So I've got a softbox, which is hopefully lighting up my eyes. I've also got another one just behind the sofa here to add depth and to sculpt the background, to give it some interest. They're very, very affordable. So we're just building up the accessories, and if you go back, you'll see the difference in the quality. So this vlog, selling via storytelling, I was with a friend yesterday, an incredible lady, very inspirational. She just moved into her apartment in Bristol, and she has an eagle's view over the city. So we were kind of sat looking over the harbour with a few hours of like contemplation, reflection, to kind of work out and muse around what makes an authentic authority. Now Sue has a very interesting project at the moment, the Authority Guides, and I feel honoured that I've been asked to write one of these, and I'll let you know when that's going to be released. And I think Sue's going to write one as well. We were kind of like, as we were, drilling down into what is an authentic authority, it came. Oh, we were talking around story, about telling your story, introducing your story. And I think, it's easy. It's one of those, it's a buzzword. It's easy to say, but how do you do it? How do you find your story? What part of your experience relates to business? And I could say, maybe using myself as a case study. If I were to say to you, I was streetwise at 16, writing for an independent music magazine at 17, a researcher at the BBC, 18 to 19, studied performance arts, 20 to 21, flirted with medical science and started to go down the care health route, and then also was going to do a media degree, started, didn't follow it through because just didn't seem to resonate with me. And then joined my partner in his web design company and turned it into video production. Now, you're probably really bored I've just given you a list of my credentials, and there's a vague idea of where I've come from and what I've done. But if I was to say to you, when I was streetwise at 16, I was the ultimate observer. I would sit and watch everybody, and I was, I photographed, probably in my memory, so many cultures. And then when I was at the BBC, I had a free pass into different organisations, charities, the police, news, broadcasting, catering. It was the ultimate observatory. And then going into performance art. And I think this is what fundamentally changed me. I'd managed to take in so much on a social level and cultural level. But when I did the performing arts, it was like being able to pour myself into a personality, try on different personas. Whether these were historical characters in Shakespeare, or they were contemporary, more kitchen sink, going down like the Mike Leigh routes. It was, I think, more importantly, the intensity of the emotions of the teamwork. So having the collaborative, working from an emotional basis, where it was about action, but predominantly reaction to. And we were going through the script with these characters, and we were interacting and expressing their challenges, their obstacles, and the adversity that they were facing with each other. And I think because it went over and over and over the script, that there was almost a disassociative way of looking at the literature, looking at the practice and the role plays and the emotions, to get a crucial understanding into what drives people. And I think that was my thing, like what is driving the person I'm with, or the collective that I'm with. I think it's that emotion. And I think that's kind of why I do what I do now. So I've gone, from streetwise at 16 to interviewing and journalism with Hollywood's greatest. I had a situation where, Keanu Reeves was brought into an interviewing room, and there must have been 5 other journalists, Empire Magazine, Hollywood Reporter, and everybody was gooey-eyed. It was almost kind of like, like children. And he looked defensive, he looked hypervigilant, he was looking for the curveballs, didn't know what people were going to ask him, and had a sense that he was afraid of the ridiculous questions. So it was kind of like picking up on the energy of the room, realising, and there's something in psychology, transactional analysis, parent, adult, child, and I could sense that the childlike wonder amongst the journalists was kind of flying at about 85%. So he was like forced into this kind of parent adult, and he could tell his parent, the critical, judgmental, quite defensive aspect of this was playing out. So I kind of thought, okay, I know techniques, the calm voice, try and deliver a very poignant question that would give him some leverage to start talking about what he was there to promote, and hand it to him with care, with consideration. And as soon as that happened, you could see him relax, open up, and then start to command the room and take it in the direction he needed to. And I kind of think that's kind of, I think for me, what I realised is I kind of not phased. It's this thing of like people are people, and the joy of doing this, the video production, is having so many different skills come together, but unlocking the potential of the collective and the group for the end product. And I guess like in this particular situation and scenario, he was a focal point. So I guess, in video production, the project is the focal point. And I guess what I'm saying is that is a huge part of my story, and it has more emotion to it, and I'm sure it's more interesting than me kind of listing out my credentials, where I've gone. But at the heart of all of that And the reason I say to you is, it's if you are searching for your story, then you are looking for your value. And then you say, okay, what do you mean by my value? I believe it's finding that thing that drives you. And I would say have a good look at your weaknesses. My weakness, which is my driving factor, is my knee-jerk reaction sometimes, but my need to rescue other people. I am aware of it, and I think it now has become more wanting other people to be comfortable and happy, which means having people feel involved and part of a team. But that weakness of mine, or it has been a weakness of mine, has also ironically become the very backbone of who I am and what I do and why I do it well. And I think for you, that for me is my story. That value is the kernel of my story. So hopefully that has given you an idea. I mean, there's also the company story, but for this purpose, we're talking about the individual, about you as an expert, bringing in, sewing in. I mean, if you, for instance, because mine's very case specific, say you were chairman of a football coach and you were starting to vlog and blog your expertise because you needed to secure some funding, and you wanted people, to get to know you already or put the cause out there, then it's as simple as saying, when I was younger, when I was a child, and this is what, I wish somebody had done for me. So it's that thing of finding the motivation, finding those things that are very encouraging, times when you've overcome adversity, or sharing the experiences that have shaped you, but more importantly, why they shaped you, what it was about your own attributes. Hopefully this vlog has inspired you about storytelling. Of course, there is a whole load of academia about, corporate storytelling, commercial storytelling, and maybe I will venture into doing a series about that. But for now, this is very much about you as an individual. I think there's just probably maybe a few more things that I can add. Oh, yes, there's definitely... sorry, just tampering with my computer there. One more thing I can add is when you've introduced the lighting in your vlog, if you're a male or a female, I would highly recommend using powder. I've put some on already, so you may not see the difference. Often with lighting, it will show up any shine, and there are often, you will see it sometimes if somebody's particularly sweaty. That'll be a big shiny nose, which can be quite distracting. Magic powder, always good to have it. So I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you for vlog 4. And for now, rehearse, get going, start filming. And if you have any questions at all about DIY filmmaking, or if you have any questions about video production, case studies, commercials, training dramas, then let me know. I would say go to my Twitter at Enhance Video, and you'll find my details there, or email me jade@enhance.tv, and I'll answer any of those questions. Also want to say thank you for the feedback. I've been having feedback already, even though this is only my 3rd blog. I'm really glad that it's motivating you, for those that have already given me the feedback. And also thank you for letting me know that in vlog 2 my fringe was rather annoying. Hopefully I've sorted that out for you. And any requests apart from what I wear, I'll probably stop there, but anything you'd like to see or feature in these vlogs, then let me know. I will be doing another series, and that'll be about video formats, so moving on into more organisations and companies. But again, this is about you as the individual, becoming an expert, about feeling the fear, filming anyway, the art of intimacy, loving the lens, and selling with storytelling, bringing all of those, which are conversations in the dark. And just remember as well, the film and photography comes from a negative basis. It's one of those things where you will become more illuminated the more you do it. So enjoy, and see you in vlog 4.